and to our two world champions, Ross and Bradley. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for spending so much time and sharing your emotions with us. It's been a true privilege to spend this time with you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Who's that?
Ross and myself. He signed my
Check
boob.
it there.
And look how much faster he went.
That's fantastic.
Go, Rossi.
You guys are making me
I've got
blush
my
now.
glasses open on. See?
The old man didn't even know who it was.
But I can't see Salaka. Greetings and salutations, race fans, motorsport lovers, and those who appreciate world champions. I'm Colin Hasty.
I'm Clifford Ogle.
And we are joined by two current Southern African world champions. It is a big, massive privilege for us to have Ross Branch and Bradley Cox join us. Guys, I am swelling with pride, with absolute joy and happiness for your achievements. Welcome to Race Day, and thank you for agreeing to talk to us.
Guys, thanks so much for having us yet again, and super happy to be on the show. And a very big congratulations to Brad. It made me proud, and happy to be on the show.
Bradley?
Echo what Ross says, and thanks guys for having us, and let's see what we have to say.
Well, there's a whole lot of things, but I want to start off with an epic picture that I saw. I think it was somewhere on X, and it might have come from Rally Raid. The two of you riding next to each other, and when I looked at it, I thought, here's two guys who are on the path to winning world championships. And they're having this intellectual, brotherly love conversation. What is it really about?
Well, at that moment, we weren't on our way to be world champions. We were looking where to go because Brad got Ross lost.
I found Brad in the middle of the desert, and we eventually found our way. And I was trying to tell him, like, just calm down. We still got like 250 Ks to go, so you need to calm down and just follow the road book. And at the same time, I was like, you go ahead, and I'm gonna follow you. I've got your back. I'm gonna be there for you, but don't make any mistakes. And 5 Ks later was the same story.
But that kind of ties into the story of both of your races. Ross, you rode this year with a clear intention of winning the world championship after what might have been a disappointing Dakar. And after day 2, basically you had to finish. Bradley, you had to go and fight and get it. It's kind of different stories of an approach to a race and different mental approaches to it. What was going through your mind during those times, Ross, when you had to realize that you just got to finish? Sometimes that's more dangerous and treacherous than going flat out.
Yeah, for me it was a completely different scenario to what Brad had, and after Dakar was really good for us, and then we just kept consistent throughout the year, and then obviously Honda not being at Abu Dhabi helped us a lot, but going into the last round was absolutely incredible. We had so much pressure. We had we had to go out there, and it was winner take all between me and Ricky, and so the first day we sent it, and we raced each other as hard as we could, and unfortunately Ricky hurt himself, and I wish him all the best. But we took it right to the end, and after the first day we had to change the strategy a little bit and make sure that we just get to the finish. And obviously, getting to the finish of any rally race, it doesn't matter where you are, what class you're in, is getting to the finish is already difficult. So we knew it was going to be a tough a tough week, and probably one of the longest weeks of my life. But yeah, we had to get to that finish line, and that's all we focused on, and that's all we aimed for.
So there's massive pressure on you that you have to keep it upright, don't break, crash, get to the end, and you become world champion. And it's a dangerous position to be in. And Bradley, you have to go and make up points. And it's a case of not worrying about keeping upright, but just going as fast as you can. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, obviously I was in a bit of winner takes all situation the same, but I was on the back foot coming in, so I just said to myself, I'm gonna make sure I'm the best, from when this rally starts, which it's even like it's from the shakedown, which is a few days before the start of the prologue. I just said I'm gonna make sure that I'm the best I can be, and if that's enough, that's gonna be enough. And yeah, the week just it really went like a dream. The weeks leading up to that were a bit tough. I wasn't feeling like super comfortable. I'd been in Morocco a little bit doing some testing, and it didn't really I didn't have the best feeling leaving the testing in, and I just thought, the race will be different. And I came back from shakedown. I literally rode for half an hour, and I said to my mechanic, he asked, how's the bike? And I said, I'm really comfortable. I think we can do it this week. And he said, cool. And yeah, just from the prologue, I put my head down and I had one goal, and it was just make sure because I had to win, and if Roman got second, he was still world champion, but anything less than that, then I was world champion. So I just said I need to make sure I win, and whatever happens after that happens. I know I put my best foot forward, and yeah, just an unreal week. And yeah, I've said it a couple of times, but to win it with Ross is really special. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be racing rally at all. So he's been my big brother, my mentor, and now for both of us to do it in the same year is incredible. So couldn't be more happy.
Ross, I want to throw it back at you. You said when you came out, you and Ricky raced each other hard. Was that the strategy to try and ruffle his feathers and push him into making a mistake?
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely the plan. We had to go out as hard as we possibly could. It was a long stage, and it was going to be a rough stage. We knew already from the organizers. They said that the stage was probably going to be the roughest it was, and our strategy was to go out and win the first stage. We had to go out and put a good result in the prologue, and we did that. And then the plan was to go and win the first stage, and then at least we were on the right foot, and we did that. We had to do a lot of work and a lot of fighting and stuff. Obviously, we had an up and down year, so coming down to the last round was cool for everybody, and a lot of hard work for us. But we were ready for the fight, and all the guys are going so fast, and it's really down to may the best man win on the day. And I think that was it. We went in there knowing that we're going to give it our best, and it's the same as Brad. We didn't want any regrets. Brad and I have come from similar positions. We've climbed the ladder fair and square, and we've gone through the positions we needed to go through, and win South African championships, and then go on to race the biggest stage in the world. And it makes my heart really happy to see how far we've both come. It's a team effort, and we know behind the scenes there's so many people that have helped us get there. So when we both put our helmets on for the last week, we knew that it was going to be hard. It's not going to be an easy ride. It's not going to just be getting to the finish line. And the first day I knew that I wanted to give it my all. Win or lose, I've got to give it everything, and I wanted to win a stage, that's for sure. And to win it on the first day was really special for me.
I want to throw it back to both you guys, because we've obviously discussed that there's two different scenarios and you guys were on opposite ends of the spectrum. What would you prefer if you could choose going into the last rally? Would you prefer to be chasing, or would you prefer to defending and just trying to finish? Because it's always iffy just trying to get home in one piece. You might find yourself in a weird situation. But with Bradley, it's like a hero's trial. It's all or nothing, and with nothing to lose. And with Ross, you have everything to lose coming to those final stages. Is there a preference, or doesn't it really matter? You just go on and do what you need to do in those final stages.
Yeah, there's a job at hand, and I knew my job. Brad knew his job. for me, it was we were exactly in the same position in the first day. You know, after prologue, we even spoke to each other and we said, okay, well, it's be all or end all. You know, we're all in. Both of us were all in. No matter what the finish. I had a few more points over second than Brad was in second. So we were kind of in the same position. You know, I needed to win, he needed to win, and then it only changed after the first stage. And I don't really know which position I'd like to be in. You know, obviously a position to chase for a championship is more than enough for me already. And to go and to take it easy was super hard. It's probably one of the hardest positions I've ever been in. You know, you've got to take every step so carefully. And the worst thing is you've got guys passing you that should never be passing you. And to sit there and hold back and put on the brakes instead of open the gas is something that I'm not used to. That's for sure. And in Brad, on the other hand, you know, he was having to go flat out every day. And you know, for me, it was so awesome to see we're in such different races, but we're together, and it was really cool, really special. And I think 2024 in general for African motorsports was really special for us.
Brad, from your point of view, chase or be chased?
Yeah, pretty much like what Ross said. You know, we both were in the same position, but then obviously after day one, it changed for him, and then I don't know, like, I think my situation, because I saw how stressed Ross was every day, and I was just like, all right, you know, there's a thing when you're going as fast as you can, you're at 100% concentration, and I think this is the best scenario to be in, is that you are fully focused. And
is it sound breaking up for you as well?
Yeah,
Or is it just my ears?
Yeah, it is a bit of a technical glitch.
No, it's airwaves.
Airwaves.
What I wanted to ask is, in the evenings after a hard ride, how much time do you guys spend together and go through the day and talk to each other about the next day?
Yeah, you know, I think in a race like this, you know, there's very few Southern Africans, and there's very few people that are there that are from home. And I think, as everyone will agree, is that when you've got somebody from home and somebody to talk to and somebody to bounce some ideas off, and look, we've been family friends for a really long time. I think it's easier to go and you know, just shoot the talk, you know, and just chat to each other and say, hey, listen, I got lost here, I got lost there, and just bounce a couple of ideas off each other. And yeah, it's really nice having somebody from home. Although the support from back home has been absolutely incredible. And you know, it doesn't matter what country you're from. I think as Southern Africa, we all stuck together, and it was really, really amazing, and we were all after the same goal. So we did talk to each other a lot every day. And you know, there was a couple of days where I was a bit more upset than Brad, and there was a couple of days that he was a bit more upset than me. So yeah, I think we helped each other through it. And yeah, we were lucky. We also had Dennis there. You know, Dennis has also done a couple of Dakars and stuff. And we had Sharon Moore, who's also obviously a big part of my training and stuff. So we had a lot of people there that we could bounce ideas off and talk to and just get through this. I think, for sure, without a doubt, you know, between me and Brad, this was definitely the toughest and hardest weeks we've ever been through. You know, we normally go into Morocco preparing for Dakar and being like, okay, cool, this is what we need. This is how we're going to prepare for Dakar. We need to see where we're at. Are we fast enough? Are we slow? What do we have to work on? Do we have to work on the navigation? Do we have to work on the bike? So going into this race for both of us was completely different. You know, we had a world championship at hand, and then we had, you know, Dakar 2 months down the line. So for me, especially on the first day, the team was like, you need to push, but you need to make sure that you're healthy going into Dakar because it's 2025. So for me, it was an emotional roller coaster. You know, it's either you're going to tell me to go fast or you're going to tell me to go slow. And none of them was really working out for me. So it was good, but yeah, you know, I think one thing for all of us and in Southern Africa in general is that we all stick together. You know, motorsports is a big family here, and the rest of the world doesn't know that, but we all stick together and we're always there for each other, no matter if we're racing each other directly or if we're in different classes. So I think for us, knowing that we had the whole of Southern Africa behind us and basically a continent, you know, we're still racing on the African continent, which was cool for us. So yeah, we stuck together, and that's important. I think that was the main thing for us. We helped each other out. I had to cuck on Brad a few times. He did get lost a couple of times, but you know, that's what friends are for. And he would cuck on me if I got lost. So
So, Brad, how's navigation school going?
Am I back, first of all? Because I saw I broke up there for a second. The Wi-Fi and
Yeah,
catering
you
is not
back.
Yeah,
too.
you're back.
Not okay. Navigation score. Yeah, honestly, I made 3 mistakes and the whole week, and 2 mistakes. Ross was behind me, so not ideal. But he, he also took us. He also, took us for a little bit of a detour on day 4, and I'm like following him, and I'm like, I don't know if Ross is right here, but anyway, let's just go with the flow. He's full gas, and then he just turns around, looks at me, and he's like, "I think we lost." I'm like, "Oh goodness me." So anyway, but no, honestly, it's getting better. It's getting better. This was the best rally of my career. I think, the most, I mean, obviously I'm proud to be world champion and everything, but I managed to get 5th overall, which was, which is unreal. It's the highest placed Rally 2 overall so far in a rally. And, yeah, it was just cool to be with the big guys. I'm obviously moving up to Rally GP now. So it's nice to see that I'm not like outside the top 10 guy. I'm a little bit inside of there. And, yeah, it's just a nice building block, and it's a good spot to be in for Dakar.
How do you feel about that going into the top class? You're a world champion. You can't fly under the radar anymore. You can't hide. There's nowhere to hide. You going to Rally 1 as world champion in Rally 2. You're nipping straws a bit?
I've bought a bigger set of underpants because that's where the big boys hang out. But no, yeah, it is scary. I mean, yeah, it's exactly what you say. You're not this junior or this in the junior class or the Rally 2 class. It's now you're one of the guys, But it's really special, and yeah, it's time. I was going up regardless whether I was world champion or not, just because I got the opportunity. It's a bit of a thing to go up from Rally 2. The rules change quite often, but ASO asked me in Argentina if I'd be interested, and I said yes. Yeah, I'm ready to go up. I feel, and yeah, it's a new challenge, and it's pretty much just I get a yellow number, which is super cool and special, and yeah, I get to have my name now up there with the big boys, and hopefully I can put it up there with the big boys. So yeah, let's see.
Way to pile on the pressure there, Colin. If he wasn't feeling it before, he's definitely feeling it now.
I've got another question to pile even more pressure on. Just wait, it's coming.
Excuse him. I don't know him that well, but yeah. Ross, I want to ask you. You're talking about your prep and chatting with the guys after the stages and that. There's a lot of people in your corner. There's the team. There's obviously your training camp. There's you. How does the race strategy come together? Because like you said, obviously the team are like go fast but stay healthy. But at the end of the day, you obviously want to get the best result possible. So whose information and whose pep talk are you taking the most on board? Brad, same for you.
Yeah, our team is really small compared to the giants that we're fighting. KTM and Honda obviously got a huge team behind them, and they've got a lot more information that they can gather. But I've put full trust in my team. We're a really small team, only 28 people. But I put all my trust in them, and my team manager's been around for more than 20 Dakars. So he's got a lot of information. He knows a lot of things, and we work really well together. And I know my limits as well. I didn't know my limits a couple of years ago, and I used to end up in my head a lot. But I've learned where that limit is, and we've started working on just trying to get to the finish of races, because we've got the speed to be up there, and we've got the speed to get good results. But if you don't finish races, it doesn't count. So yeah, I put my trust in them, and they put their trust in me, and we make decisions day by day. We don't decide in the beginning of the rally and say, okay, cool, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. We go day by day, and obviously for day 1 in Morocco, we wanted to win, and I wanted to win. I told them we needed to win, and it was the same for Dakar 2024. I wanted to win, and I needed to show the rest of the field that we're out there for a battle. We're not there to play around, and I think it's really important. I think all the research I've done and everything that I've looked back on, if you win the first stage, it's sending out a strong voice and saying, hey, listen, we're here to race, and you guys better watch out. So, we put full trust in each other, which is amazing. I'm really happy with the team. So I kind of listen to everything they say, but on the other hand, they also listen to what I think is a good idea. So I think we're at that point now where I'm not learning anymore. Now we've got enough experience to go out and give it our best shot, and we know what it takes to win now. So yeah, I think the next couple of months, and especially Dakar, is going to be super interesting for us, and especially as it's really us taking on the Giants. So it's such a good feeling, and it's a really cool place to be in.
Bradley, to follow up on that same question to Ross, you've got Alfie Cox, the legend, the Dakar legend, who's done so much stuff in your camp.
I mean, you knew this was coming, right?
It's generally on the agenda
Add
of
that
questions.
into the mix and tell us how you handle all the advice.
I mean, obviously, everyone refers to me as Alfie's son. And the first thing I said to him is, maybe you're going to be Brad's dad now. So let's see.
Yeah.
Because I will say he doesn't have a world championship on his resume. It might be Rally 2, but I have reminded him. But no, no, it's really special at the moment. It's obviously the whole world, but the whole of South Africa is phoning him, and I can just hear the proudness in his voice, and it's just really nice to hear. And he tells me every day on a message. He says, "Go like hell, but use your head." So, and keep safe. And it's just nice to have him and my mom. They've been around. My dad's done 13 Dakars himself now, 3 with me already. So. He knows the game. It has changed obviously a lot, but he knows the game, and it's special having him at Dakar with me. Especially while I'm in this like privateer situation where he's allowed with me. It's really special to have him, because I know that maybe that's not going to, it's going to be a little bit more on the side once hopefully I can go to a team. And but it's just, we're a racing family. I think I don't know, but my brother was also crowned South African. I was champ on Friday and he was on Saturday. So a very special weekend for our family. And it's super nice to just live up to the name. Obviously it's hard, and everyone, there's always a target on your back, just with the surname. So I think my brother and I are doing an okay job with it, and it's just special to have it, and just to see the proud that they have inside of them of us, and they back us fully. So that's so it's a big sacrifice game, this. Anyone that's raced, whether it's regional level, national level, and then obviously on our level, it's a massive sacrifice. And if you're not all 100% in, there's obviously kinks, and we as a family are 100% in, and it's special.
Ross, I'm going to throw this one at you, because we've all read some of the interviews and race reports, etc., over the last week. But if you had to choose now, and Brad, same for you, would you take a championship or would you take a Dakar title? What would be the ultimate for you?
Both.
Okay, you got
that is the plan. We've got a couple of months between the last round of the World Championship and Dakar, so definitely that's the goal for now, is to take both of them.
There's not a lot of time off.
Yeah, we got like 2 months. We got a couple of training camps in Botswana and then Namibia as well, and we excited. I think we know what it takes now, and we've got a really good machine. We've made a lot of changes in the last 6 months to our bikes, so we're ready to take everyone on, and we're definitely going all in. I think we want to win Dakar, and just as much as everybody else. And if Hero can be on the podium at Dakar and then win a world championship, and then win a Dakar after that, I think we definitely cementing our place in history, and I think that's the plan from everybody. I think everybody in my team is working towards that. I'm definitely working towards that, putting in the effort. We've got another 7,500 kilometers planned for Namibia, 3,500 kilometers planned for Botswana. So at the end of that, we've got well under Dakar under our belt for just for training side. So yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one. You know, there's going to be a lot of fast guys, as there always is. But yeah, we're ready.
How big is this for Hero? I mean, yeah, how big is it?
No, it's absolutely huge. You know, Hero being the biggest motorcycle manufacturer in the world, obviously not of our type of bike, but it's absolutely huge for them. You know, I fly to India in the next couple of weeks to go and see the bosses and go see everyone behind the scenes there, and they're so proud and just really flying the flag high. And it's so good to see. You know, we need more manufacturers in the sport, and that's the only way that the sport's going to grow. And you know, with Hero in already, there's a couple of other brands that are coming in the near future, and yeah, it's so good for us. You know, it's also just showing, you know, Hero's only 8 years old in the rally scene, and you know, whereas KTM's been there for 20, 30 years, and Honda's been there for 15 years. So, you know, it's a huge thing for us to get on the podium at Dakar and then win a world championships in such a young life. I think it's really good, and you know, I'm really proud to be a part of the brand. It's really a family, and it's exactly what I need for my type of racing. And for me to go fast, I need a family behind me, and not you know, not a boss. And I think Hero is really good like that. And yeah, I think you know, the Indians are really proud of their brand, and for us to be on top of a world stage, I think it's super important for them, and they deserve it. They really have put all the effort in, and my boss from Germany, Wafi, he deserves every second of it as well. He's put everything on the line to give us the best possible machine that we can have. So yeah, I think you know, it's good motivation for the company. It's good motivation for our team, and I think we got a great future. Hopefully, another couple of years on a contract with Hero. We're not too sure yet, as our contract ends after Dakar, but we're definitely pushing for a couple more years of the brand.
Certainly winning a world championship helps a little bit in negotiations. Dakar will cap it off. I want to go back to what you said about the changes you did on the bike. We saw earlier Dakar, some motor issues. Making changes on a bike it's such a loose thing. Details, Rossi, details. What did you guys do?
Well, you know,
What was the clearance? What was the piston clearance? We want to hear it, Ross.
Yeah,
Come on.
No, was it
valves
was it
did we
a
have?
different stroke to bore ratio and the Conrad length ratio to change all those bits and pieces?
no,
Come
you
on,
know,
give us some
for us,
stuff.
We've changed a lot of stuff on our bike. Obviously, the engine, you know, we needed a lot more torque at the bottom end, which is because of the 160 km/h rule, and everybody knows what's happening. So it's no secret, you know, we needed some more power at the bottom. I think Honda at the moment is one of the teams that has that correct. You know, they've got really good power at the bottom, and they can maintain 160 km/h really well. So we did that change, and you know, I don't know what happened in the engine. I don't know what they did, but it's come out with a lot more horsepower, and we're really happy with that. And then another thing we changed is just the center of gravity. You know, we moved the fuel from the rear of the tank down to below, so it's a lot lower of center of gravity. So which obviously as a rider, it makes it much easier to ride, much more stable to ride, and you know, I think our technician has hit the nail on the head. You know, Honda's got 200 people that work on their program, on their rally program and developing the bike, and we've got 3 people on the tech side of things to develop the bike. So I think those guys have done an absolutely incredible job. They've really done well, and we've made big steps as such a small company on the rally side. So you know, we've got a bright future, and I think Hero International, Hero India is really helping us with that, and they can see that we've got such a small team and making such big steps at the moment. So we've got another surprise or 2 coming for Dakar, so that's also really cool. Obviously I can't say what that is, but
Give us a
it's going to
hint,
be better
Ross.
than it's now.
No, Colin.
No one
I don't
watches
know,
this.
I
No
don't
one
know what part
watches
of
this. Come on,
your
tell us.
contract
Tell
is up
us. No
end
one
of
watches
Dakar. He
this
doesn't
show. Come on.
understand.
Yeah. My contract's only up after Dakar, so we're gonna keep
That's
this
what I'm
one a
saying.
secret. You guys will see at Dakar, and hopefully with the number one, we save an extra digit, so it'll be a bit lighter as well. So we'll see what happens.
Oh no.
Bradley,
Bradley.
tell me with you. I mean, Ross was talking now. We're talking contracts here. And we're having a good laugh on that. But for you, the season sort of ends now and kicks off in a couple months. What changes for you? Because obviously it's a step up. So how do things change for you up to Rally GP or Rally 1?
So I stay in the same team, the Bass World KTM team, and then obviously I have my personal support from Toyota Gazoo, ASP Rope Access, and Leader Tread. So that's sort of my funding for that pays at Bass World. But I am very fortunate in that KTM have I've got like a bit of factory support. So I have a factory bike for Dakar, which is really cool. Obviously, yeah, it's a big step. I was on just the normal production bike now in Morocco. I've had a bit of help with suspension through the year, and last year I was on the old generation factory bikes, but now I get onto the new ones. So yeah, I have this like bit of a factory support, but I stay with the same team. So for me, for Dakar, it's the same. It's really special for Bart to have a Rally GP rider. And then, yeah, after Dakar, hopefully Dakar goes well, and then sort of, yeah, see what my options are, if there are any. And hopefully, yeah, one of these teams I'll be able to get a ride at. That's sort of where it needs to go now for me. So, yeah, just obviously it all depends on in 2 weeks. Those 2 weeks in January that I can make a mark to get somewhere. But yeah, it's for me. What's really cool is everything stays the same. I love being with Bart from Bass World and my mechanic Leon. We have a really tight relationship, and just yeah, this year, we helped develop the customer KTM, so this new generation that's come out. We got the bike in March, and I spent 130 days in Europe this year, putting hours on the bikes and just helping. I think the bike can be better here, be there, and it really showed. It came out all the customer bikes, not just me, the other guys in the team. I mean, Bass World went 1, 2, 3 in Rally 2, and we had 3 guys in the top 11 overall. So yeah, Bart and myself and Leon, we put in hard work, so it's nice that I get to repay them, especially with the Rally 2 title, but now be like a Rally GP rider for them for Dakar is special.
So now, how cool is it going to be, and how weird at the same time? Going to Dakar, there's only 75-ish days, somewhere around about there, so it's just around the corner. And you and Ross have this lovely camaraderie and ride, and you're not really rivals, but you're going to get to Dakar and you're both going to want to fight for that one position that really counts. It's going to be a bit weird, Brad.
Ross, you can answer this one.
No, I want to know from you,
Yeah, I saw you
Brad,
throw the
not
Brad
from
first.
Ross. No pressure.
No, for me, I'm still young in my rally career, and it'll be my 4th Dakar, but I really have only done 2 because I crashed out of day 1 in my 2nd Dakar, so that one doesn't count. So for me, I'm still learning. I'm still figuring out this game, and I'm figuring out. And for someone like Ross, he's just I ask him straight out, hey, what should I do tomorrow? He tells me, and I know that there's no hidden agenda, and I know that we total open book with each other. Yeah, if we're battling for the Dakar podium, 1, 2, maybe, let's see. He might not tell me all his tricks, but no, I think I've got a little bit way to learn still. And for me, it's just, yeah, every day learning, every day building, and I'm getting there. But yeah, for me, I'm a little bit still not in the same situation as Ross at the moment. But obviously, in rally, it can change in a quick, and you have one good day, and then that sets you kind of your mojo for the whole rally, or you can have a bad day and it goes the opposite. So I'm still a little bit on this this roller coaster, but yeah, let's see come January.
And Rossi, you have played the big brother, almost uncle, guide, mentor. Knowing
Payment
you,
guy,
I don't
everything.
see much of that changing.
No, firstly, you can never count a Rally 2 rider out. It's not like Rally 2 and Rally GP who don't even race each other. So they're going fast, and it's the future of our sport. And obviously, my career is limited to my age, and Brad is the next up and coming rider for sure. And I like to help him as much as I can. And we've raced each other. Last Dakar, he was one position behind me at one of the stages, and it really makes no difference to me. As long as there's a Southern African guy up there, then I'm really happy. Obviously, I'm going to give my all, and I'm going to try my best to kick his ass. But I'm all in, and it is what it is. I really I've got on with we family friends, and I really want the best for him as well. And nothing's really going to change. All that's going to change for him is going to have a yellow number, and he's going for the same goal. Even a Rally 2 rider wants to beat the GP guys, and he has full capability. He definitely is the next one for sure. So it just depends on how many years he's going to take to get there. That's it. I was kind of expecting that I'd be able to get to where I am in year 3, but it's year 6. So we kind of set these goals for each other, and we set these goals for ourselves, and sometimes it doesn't really work out the way we do, but I'm there to help him where I can, and if he beats me, he beats me. If he doesn't beat me, then he's got to work harder, and I'll make sure that he works harder by kicking his ass into gear and telling him to go work harder. So nothing really going to change. It's probably going to draw us even closer. Like with my teammates, it's the same kind of thing. We're really close, and at the end of the day, they're going to be my biggest rivals. But I'm definitely out there to win. There's no hiding that, and there's no secret there. I want to win, and I'm going to give my all to beat everyone around me, whether it's Brad or whether it's Kevin Benavides, for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm going to take my helmet off. I'm going to give him a hug and say, well done. So that's all that's going to change for us.
Lovely.
Making me tear up here.
Last question.
Yeah, so I mean, your season is supposedly done, and we've got less than 75 odd days to go until Dakar. What happens from now until Dakar? Christmas, etc. Do you guys have any time off, or is it all training and business as usual?
Yeah, I think we're going to link up. We've got a couple of training plans in the plan from our side, definitely. It just depends on Brad's schedule. But we're hopefully going to get all the Southern African guys together, not just us. There's a lot of us that want to do Dakar. There's a lot of us that are planning to do Dakar. There's a lot of people that I really think should do Dakar. We've got the Kerams, we've got the Anthony Reynards, we've got Stuart Gregory's, we've got Charon, we've got so many people that do it. And why not all get together in Namibia and go have a big jaw and learn some road books and help each other along? So that's definitely the plan from my side. I'm trying to get everybody together to go and learn and to give it our all. And there's no better way than going to Dakar and Saudi, and with a whole contingency from Southern Africa ready to kick some butt, and all of us helping each other out. So for sure, we've got a couple of training camps underway, and hopefully we can get everybody together. And hopefully our next call with you guys will be with 10 faces on the screen, all of us going to Dakar and ready to help each other take the fight to the rest of the world.
Oh, Ross, I was thinking something a little bit better. What about we go deserting and go and see firsthand what this training camp stuff is all about? But hey, that's...
You guys are always welcome.
Always welcome.
If you're inviting us, make sure you've got a good medical facility.
We do. You guys are always welcome. And just from my side and behalf of all the Southern African riders, we'd just really like to thank you guys. You keep the community up to date. You always have our best interests at heart. So behalf of myself and the entire Southern African group, I know Steffi is definitely watching. We'd just like to thank you guys for always taking the time out to find out how we're doing and to give us a call and see how it's going. Whether we're winning or losing, you guys are always backing us. So on behalf of all of us, I'd really like to take my hat off to you guys and say thank you very much.
Yeah,
Well,
same. And
let
actually,
me-
I think it's Steffi's birthday today, or yesterday. So happy birthday,
Yeah,
Steph.
yesterday, happy birthday, Steffi. We'll sing,
There
but
we
I
go.
can't sing.
Happy
No,
21st,
we'll keep.
Steph.
To both of you, I just want to say on behalf of all racers in South Africa and motorsport fans and others, thank you for making us so proud, for giving us the entertainment, and for flying our country's flag. Southern African, we include Botswana, South Africa, Swaziland, everywhere. Thank you very much for delivering some more gees and delivering that message that Drickus always says, hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. And to our 2 world champions, Ross and Bradley, congratulations again. And thank you so much for spending so much time and sharing your emotions with us. It's been a true privilege to spend this time with you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you very much.
All I can see.
Cliff, all I can say to you is how unbelievably proud as a Southern African, as a motorsport fan, a petrol head, I am of these 2 guys. What true ambassadors, competitors, and beautiful people they are.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part, Colin, is that like, even though these guys are champions, nothing changes.
Yeah.
You know, we chat to these guys and it's like just a couple of guys talking about motorsport and racing, and nothing changes. There's no ego, and we have a good laugh on and off the camera and that I think that's everything for me. So,
The true respect that they have for each other, and that friendship, that almost family bond is quite special.
yeah, it's that for me. There's respect, and then even with all the other riders, and they spoke about like Sharon Moore and Stuart Gregory and those guys, that it's love,
Yeah.
and that's proper.
Yeah. You know, when you operate from a center of love, you can make unbelievable stuff happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much for watching us. I would be remiss if I didn't thank our massive technical team who are here in our Raceday studio. We're in the big studio. We're upstairs. It's quite magnificent. Thank you to the full technical team, the lighting, the sound, the directors, and everybody. So to our team, we would be nothing without their magnificence.
Very true. We'd also be nothing without some finger guns.
They're coming. Remember, be kind, be thoughtful, and remember a random act of kindness. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Finger guns, go.